Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Excelsior, the Tier 5 British Premium Heavy Tank. It's located on the northeast spawn of Oyster Bay, and it's under the command of Andromeda. And yes, there are 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of his gun. It's a 75mm, capable of doing 110 alpha, penetrating 91mm with standard ammo, but Andromeda's not carrying any. No, he's opted to have the premium and 7 rounds of HE just in case. And the premium rounds will go through 144mm of armor. So I don't expect he's going to be making much of a profit in this game, but he will be having a lot of fun. It's a fast-firing heavy tank. Standard reload is 3.64 seconds, and you can see Andromeda's got it down to 3.14. And of course you can see as well, not just from the fact that he's got 3 marks, but look at all the marks on this tank. Well, at least the high calibers he's managed to pull off. A lot of them. A great many. Okay, let's see what he does in this game. Now the Excelsior is actually, or was supposed to be, the replacement for the Churchill. The Churchill did do so well in the raid at the Dieppe, so they decided they needed an alternative. And the Excelsior was one of the alternatives they came up with until, of course, they fixed the Churchill, and then they decided to go with it instead. The other alternative was the T14, which of course was an American design, but that wasn't accepted either. They did receive 1 prototype, and that Cromwell's dead. Yeah. But he did get 718 hit points of damage out of us, and that's really going to hurt Andromeda, because he's still got to go up against his own kind. Yes, there's an Excelsior on the enemy team as well. Yeah, so this is going to be a difficult game, because he's lost a huge amount of hit points straight off the bat. Now the thing about the Excelsior is it's got heavy armour at the front of the tank, really heavy armour, so you want to hit the sides if you can, or if you can get it into the turret, that would help as well, because the front of the turret is only 114.3mm, and the sides are fairly weak as well. You can see he's having a lot of fun with that one there. The Excelsior on the enemy team is not getting very far, but he's just not penetrating. And that's mainly down to the fact he's firing standard ammo, not the premium rounds that Andromeda's got. So ideally with an Excelsior, what you do is you keep your front to the enemy and don't let him have your sides at all if you can help it. Don't angle. Or we got the side of the turret there, but who's just come to view? That's a KV-1SA, that's the auto reloader. And I think he's just expended all of his rounds bouncing. In fact, somebody else is bouncing off us as well. That's an SU-76. And he's off to one side. Okay. Firing through the barrels then almost. You take 1 round in the tracks. 2 rounds in the tracks. And finally he does some damage, but it was an HE round to do it, and unfortunately his gun is damaged, so he's decided he's going to pull back out. There's a Panzer IV Arsenal H just around the corner. Now we don't know if he's got the derp gun. If he has, he could do 350 with his big derp. He's got the 75mm, not the derp gun, and that's tragic because he is going to go down very quickly with just 3 shots. And 1 more for luck. There you go. Yeah, the derp gun's so much better. The 75mm is accurate, but the derp gun is how you play it. Hello, Mr. KV-1SA. Thought you could sneak up on us, did you? Well, it's not going to end very well for you, because 2 more shots and you're out the game. And good night. Yeah, that's very good. 3 kills now for Andromeda. And in fact, actually, I think he got a Spartan medal there because he's down to 27 hit points, but he's still playing the game. Now he has lost his driver, and he has got a first aid kit. The question is he going to put the driver back in? I think for the moment he's going to let the strip go ahead of him. Oh, he's noticed. Yeah, he's fixed the driver as well. I think he wants a piece of this VK3601H. Nobody to the right, so he can go up onto this rise here. Or is he going to go face on to the guy? Don't angle. Remember, you are angled at the moment. You don't want to be angled. That will give him an easy shot into the side. But he's nice pen. 3 more shots to kill him. 4 more shots. 1 shot now to kill him. Somebody else helped us. And that's 4 kills. Okay, we know anyone else on this side? Well, an SU-76M is somewhere in those bushes over there. That was the guy who was firing into the side of us. I don't think we've seen him again since. Oh! Now, he just killed our M10 RBFM. Okay, we're going to let the Striv act as the beaters. They'll force him to come out of his little hole, and then we'll murder him as soon as he does. Not that I mean, I shouldn't use the word murder, but obviously you know what I mean. It's basically to say that we're going to end his game, and there he is. And oh, the Striv gets him instead. Oh no, it was actually Arty got him. An AMX-13F3AM got him in the end. Okay, there's only 3 enemies left. They're Arty, which is also an AMX-13F3, and they've got a Stugdrei, Ausrungi, and a T40. So, who's going to be the most dangerous? Well, the T40 is driven by somebody who's actually quite good, but the Stug, obviously, if he's got the good gun, he's got the 75mm is better than the dirt gun on the Stug, although it is capable of doing more with the derp. There's the T40 running away. Couldn't get the shot in time, but he's auto-aimed on. Gets 1 hit. Come on, another couple, and you can get the kill shot now. Yes! And he gets him for 5 kills, so he could still get a top gun if he can find the enemy Arty and their Stug. Now, he looks like he's headed for the cap area. I'm wondering, is he going to try and force them to come back to him to make it easier to get the kill? Well, he is capping. It certainly would be an enticement to say, come and kill me. Get yourself a Defender medal free of charge. And it certainly would be nice, because of course it would be a top gun if he does get them. He's anticipating they're going to come over that rise. This time round we've got a Tog 2, the Striv M42, the Matilda, and probably our Arty as well, trying to help us out. Unfortunately, our Striv M42 just drowned. Oh dear, you go into deep water. Not everyone knows all the ways on this island yet, and I'm afraid it is possible that you could actually come a cropper. Matilda's going to have a look around this corner. Is he going to spot them? No, not yet. It looks like they may have gone a long way up the island. Oh, it'd be nice if they were to come back to get a top gun, but if they don't come back, we can get an invader. And in fact, the AMX-13F3AM is way over there, well over the other side. And I think we'll cap this one out. They've killed the AMX-13F3AM, and Andromeda caps out, and he gets himself a nice little invader medal. Well, he is low on hit points. Here's the end of battle stats. That was a second-class tanker for Andromeda in the Excelsior. He managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, just 1 short of getting that top gun, as well as a shell proof for blocking more damage, exceeding the hit points of his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, in fact he got 11, and he also got a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. On top of which, he got a Spartan medal because he blocked a non-penetrating shot when he had less than 10% of his hit points left, A cool-headed for surviving 10 or more ricochets or non-penetrating shots in a row. An invader for capping out and winning the game by cap with 80 cap points at the very least. And he also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And on top of that, he got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. As he said, it was a handful of medals, well, a lot of medals actually. 9,712 was the win 8. Yes, a lot. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he's definitely top on damage. Look at that, 2,593. The next highest scorer, 1,390. That's nearly half the level, slightly over half the level that he managed to get, that Andromeda got. And that was the Striv M4257. Although he drowned, he accidentally went into deep water and couldn't get his way out again afterwards. The next highest damage after that was the other Excelsior on his team, who only got 1,085 hit points, and of course he died as well. When it came to kills, yep, he's got that one. 5 kills for him, 3 kills for the AMX-13 F3AM on the enemy team. He was quite good. And 2 kills went to the 7Vente M41, the TOG-2, and also to the Stugdai Ausrung G, and that was the only enemy tank left alive at the end of the game. But I'm afraid that, Andromeda couldn't take any chances going after him. He had 2 little hit points left. 1 shot from the Stug would have been enough to finish him off. He also managed, Andromeda got 1,485 base XP. He's the only player to get over 1,000. And it's a nice, comfortable, high amount on the base XP. Well, yes, it's a very good score. It's not quite to double the next highest score. That was the TOG with 810, and 752 went to the other Excelsior. He fired 43 rounds of ammo in that game, 33 direct hits on the enemy, 27 penetrations, 2,593 hit points of damage, of which 258 were at more than 300 meters, 22 hits received from the enemy, only 7 of which actually penetrated, but 14 non-penetrations and 1 hit by way of splash damage when the enemy Excelsior gave up trying to fire AP at him and started firing HE instead. The penetrating shots, unfortunately, they were all from the Cromwell, and the Cromwell was blasting those rounds in, and that's where he lost most of his hit points. In fact, the problem is you can't really angle in the Excelsior. As I said, you have to keep your front to the enemy and hope the hell that he fires at the front of the vehicle and he isn't going to use the APCR. But if he does use the APCR, then he's going to perforate quite a few of your hit points, or collect quite a few of your hit points. And all you can do is try and out DPM him, because this tank does have good DPM. And it can, of course, it does have good hit points as well, 880 in total. Anyway, he also got 1,245 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 100 cap points. Now, it was on a free-to-play account, and he did earn a loss of 84,522 credits, mainly down to the fact that he fired premium ammo. And you can see there, ammo costs alone were 120,400. Kind of expensive. And on top of that, he picked up 3,366 experience points because he got a bonus for being a premium vehicle and the first game of the day, which was victory, so he got twice the value. But yes, a little less on the premium ammo, a little more on the armor piercing would make it more fun, I think. At least you'd end up probably with more of a profit, but you probably wouldn't survive the battle as well as you did in this one, because of course it was that Cromwell that cost you all of the hit points, and you needed to get him out of the game as quickly as you could, and it was very difficult to do anything but slug it out with him face to face. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.